What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksGamers.com, and there's something strange going on with NBC sideline reporter Michele Tafoya, someone who's been a staple in the Sunday night NFL broadcast for quite some time on NBC, after reports come out that say that she is done with NFL Sunday Night Football after this season. Michele Tafoya done with the sideline reporting after this NFL season, and it happens to come after people notice she's been missing for the past several weeks from the broadcast. And all of that happens to coincidentally be after she made an appearance on The View, where she criticized Colin Kaepernick and maybe said some things that people just don't like, maybe espoused some conservative talking points. Oh, heaven forbid, that would be terrible. And is that maybe the reason why we're seeing this switch? That's what a lot of people are saying right now. Over here on Fox News, Michele Tafoya's NBC role changing after Kaepernick remarks on The View, according to report. Tafoya and the co-hosts of The View had debated Kaepernick's situation around the time Netflix released a documentary titled Colin in Black and White. And we obviously roasted that on this channel, where Colin Kaepernick made the comparison between NFL players being slaves. That's what he did, because Colin Kaepernick is an enormous piece of human garbage. He is trash, and he's a professional victim. That's all this dude is at this point. Michele Tafoya will no longer be a sideline reporter for NBC's Sunday Night Football after this season. The coverage of the upcoming Super Bowl is expected to be her final appearance on the sideline for the network. Her role afterwards remains unclear. The apparent decision comes after several weeks after Tafoya was criticized for making comments about former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick during an appearance on The View. Her absence, described by NBC as bye weeks, as the speculation swirled that something might be amiss in the relationship between Tafoya and the network. Michele will be back on the sidelines this weekend, as we've done repeatedly. We're again giving our announcers bye weeks in 2021. It's something strange, though, to have a sideline reporter get 3 straight weeks off. That was very puzzling to a lot of people. That is why people have been paying attention to this and what has been going on. Sports analyst Bill Simmons drew attention to Tafoya's prolonged absence earlier this week on his podcast. She was in the conservative seat, Simmons said. Then a couple weeks later, all of a sudden, she's just on a bye from NBC, taking a break. Tafoya, a native of California, has been with NBC for about a decade after previous stints with CBS and ABC/ESPN. On November 3rd, she and the co-host had a debate about Colin Kaepernick. Tafoya and View co-host Sonny Hostin challenged the show about some comments Kaepernick had made, comparing the NFL's draft and training camps to slavery. Tafoya argued playing the NFL was an act of free will. No one pressures them. They're not forced to go into the NFL. I thought comparing it to the slave trade was a little rough. These guys enter willingly. They're the most cared for people on the planet. Yes, they play a hard sport, and every one of them, black, white, Latino, whoever, will tell you how much they love it, and they're willing to do it, and they make a damn good living. That comparison that he makes to slave owners and slaves is not sort of totally unreasonable or out of bounds, said someone else to that. And then this Sonny Hostin said she asserted it was the league's white owners who are preventing Kaepernick from continuing his NFL career. Now, that is absolute garbage. We have gone over this time and time again. Colin Kaepernick could have been a backup quarterback, a very mediocre quarterback for the rest of his time in the NFL. He decided it was better for him to play professional victim. And Michele Tafoya highlighted a bunch of that, right? Talked about a lot of that in this, and indeed how much better he's doing now that he's a victim. Tafoya countered by noting that Kaepernick had actually gained a lot since leaving the NFL, including the Netflix special and her lucrative deal with sports apparel company Nike. And also in that, she mentioned something about COVID and the flu, basically stating that people die from the flu as well. That might have not set very well with NBC, but regardless, it seems like Michele Tafoya is going to be gone. Whether this was planned or not, whether this has impacted this at all, I don't know. There's a lot of people talking about it, though, and it wouldn't surprise anyone that if someone went on there and criticized Colin Kaepernick, was rightfully critical of Colin Kaepernick, that they might just be let go of the company at that point, because that's how insane sports media is right now. The woke mainstream media is the enemy of the people, and it looks like Michele Tafoya is about to be done at NBC. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.